Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Free Hammers. As promised, today's video will be the Leeds preview for the FA Cup game that kicks off at Sunday at 2 o'clock. I believe it's on ITV. Playing the 1972 FA Cup winners. We've played them only 3 times, I believe. 3 times we've played them in the FA Cup. One was back in 1924 where we drew 1-1. And the other was a loss, so we drew that game, and in the replay we lost, and in the other game it was a 4-1 win for us. So there's a win, a draw and a loss for both teams. This will be the 4th meeting between the 2 teams in the FA Cup. But like I say, 1930 was the last time we actually played each other in the FA Cup. And as I say, they won it in 1972. They're currently sitting in 16th with 19 points. They, Premier League survival is still their priority. Bielsa's been, done with a lot of injuries this season. Just listing a few names off here. They've had Calvin Phillips out, probably one of their best players. Patrick Bamford obviously has got a hamstring injury. Rodrigo has been out for a little while as well. With their, like I say, their best player, probably, just keeping them up, their heads just above water is Rafinha, a guy that I don't believe will be there next year. I think he's got bigger fish to fry. I know teams like even Liverpool are looking at him, and we know that Liverpool are looking for a player like that, like a Bowen, like a Rafinha. So I'll be very surprised if he was to stay there next season, and he is a fantastic player. Do I expect him to play in this game? No. As I say, I think Premier League's the priority for them. We may see a slightly weakened team for them, and I do expect a weakened team for us as well. Obviously, we play them again next week as well. So it's one of those games where it's, do you show too much? Do you show too little? Which one do you see more as a priority? I think we just need to win as many games as we can and then see what happens. I think that's what we should do. You should take every game as a win. If you had a gun to my head and said, look, which game would you prefer to win? I would say the league game, because we've got a really good chance of pushing on in the league now. And we've got more favourable fixtures, should I say. In terms of Leeds, their characteristics, their strengths and weaknesses. Their strengths is they like to create long shooting opportunities. Stealing the ball from the opposition, we know about that. They play the high press, and love to steal the ball back. And shooting direct from free kicks. Weaknesses for them is finishing scoring chances, defending set pieces, defending against through balls, protecting the lead, stopping opponents from creating chances, defending counter-attacks, avoiding fouls in dangerous areas, and aerial duels. And we'll notice from the game that we played against them earlier on in the season, there's even more. Their style of play, guys, is they like, as I say, they like to take long shots. They attack down the right-hand side quite a lot. That happens to be Rafinha's side. Possession football, playing with lots of whip, very aggressive, and they're playing their own off. They seem to tire though. Towards the end of games. Again, we see that in the game that we won earlier this season with the goal from Antonio right late in the game. They'll give it good for a good 75 minutes, and their style of play, it's inevitable that they'll eventually get fatigued in the game. That's about it really in terms of the danger men and stuff like that. Like I said, they've got a few players out with Phillips, Patrick Bamford, Rodrigo. And obviously, I like to tell you the records. So Bielsa's played Moyes 3 times and lost 3 times. Moyes versus Leeds, very good record against Leeds, obviously with the Everton, etc. Moyes has played Leeds 8 times, won 6, drawn 1 and lost 1. So a good record, and hopefully he can keep that going on. As I say, we did beat them earlier this season. And we had some good results against them recently. A team that for years, we found it very, very difficult to beat. Obviously, they wasn't in the Premier League for a long time, but I remember, this is a team that was fantastic about 20 years ago. But that's the key word there, 20 years ago. I remember Nigel Winterburn scoring the winner up there. So hopefully we'll have enough. I'm expecting a few changes to our team. I think you will see Areola in goal, maybe sort of an half and half of a Europa League team and a Premier League team. Maybe some kids in there as well. No coincidence that some of the kids have come back this week. Odebeku and Nag. I don't think a Nag will play, but you might see Odebeku on the bench. We may get our first appearance of Okaflex, I reckon. Krau potentially to start this game as well. Hopefully Johnson's fit, or will it be Masuaku? It depends how seriously Moyes wants to take this game, to be honest with you. Like I say, I hope he takes it fairly seriously, because form is something you need to continue. You know, you can't just switch it on and off. You can't go, oh, we take this game lightly, and then, you know, you want to win the game, sort of feeding around the training ground for the next week, building up to the next league game. You know, you've got that psychological edge over them because you have beaten them already. So why not? Why not go for it? You know, we may as well go for it. Like I say, I think we'll win. I think we'll just have enough to win it, and hopefully we do. Like I say, hopefully we do win this game, and push on into the next round of the cup, which is always the weekend of my birthday. So it's always a game that, you know, I hope we get, because otherwise it's an empty weekend and I don't get to watch any football usually on the weekend of my birthday if we go out this early. Look, I think that's about it really, guys, to be honest with you. I didn't want to ramble on for too long, because it's only the FA Cup game. I'll probably go a bit more into detail with Leeds for the Premier League game, which is next week, because I think we'll have a fairer reflection in terms of, you know, the team that we'll be playing, because we'll be playing the first team of Leeds rather than, you know, a team that I think it will put together, Bielsa, for this game. They do play 4-3-3, which, you know, we should be able to break down. We've had a lot of success against them. Their style of play suits our play, you know, because they played a higher press, and they're not on the level of pressure of like an Arsenal recently, for example, or Man City. You know, so they can be got out. Like I say, we should have enough. We should have enough to get over the line. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Hopefully there's some more transfer news coming up. Seems like Jesse Lingard's getting ever so closer. The Luca Digny rumours as well, they seem to be picking up a bit of pace. So hopefully, you know, something's announced before the next Premier League game. Thank you so much for all the comments recently. Big thank you to Gonzo, who commented on my video saying, like, it's nice to see your channel getting the views it deserves. You know, I've always been a big fan of you, Gonzo, mate, and hopefully, you know, I'm invited back in your channel again one day and you can come on our channel. We're always welcome, mate, because you're a top guy. Anyway, guys, until next time, come in your irons, keep believing.